so excited. I have a special artist, independent recording artist, Fuzz, is going to be joining me today. Listening to his hand claps. It is amazing. I am super excited. He has a new album that has just been released, and it's getting a lot of buzz. So he's joining me today. And first, we're going to talk about dating in 2020. He's, when he's not recording and I'm not supporting him doing his work, we talk about dating because it's hard out here and it's different. It's different out here. Which actually makes a lot of sense about his new album, which is getting a lot of buzz, by the way. Congratulations. I am loving its title, Morning. We'll get to that in a bit. But first, talk about dating in 2020. Like, first, tell me, what is it like for you dating in 2020?
Honestly, dating in 2020 is kind of complicated.
Yeah, to say the least.
There's a lot going on with the COVID, and then it's like the situation for mourning. It's hard to give my all to somebody else right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why? You out there breaking hearts, Fuzz? Yes.
I wouldn't say I'm breaking hearts.
Right? I get you.
I'm not breaking hearts. It's just I feel like I require a lot. I want a lot.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So it's difficult for me to jump into something else if it's not what I'm used to, and I want something out of that, and I want you to act a certain way.
You know what? That's one of the things. Yes, it definitely makes sense. It's one of the things that I noticed too. It's hard for me, and like when I see even with friends and dating, like expectations are different, and even though it's important that we pay attention to our expectations on others, I feel like people aren't ready to give enough. Like, not at all. And I don't know, that complicates things for me because I am a all or nothing type of girl. So it's like you just have to be ready.
You have to be. I feel like if I'm dating you and you're not ready to risk it all for me.
Yeah, I can't bang you
for
that. I just
what are we doing? Like, we might as well just be friends. But I don't know. Dating in 2020, I don't know if it's just the year. Yeah. Because there's so much going on. I'm
Do you feel like chivalry's changed in 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like chivalry has changed in 2000s, period. You know, it's like, I kind of want to go back to the 50s,
to the old days.
Despite the times, the political times and all of that. But when we talk about romance and dating, yes, I want driving movies. I want root beer floats. I want all of those things. And, one of my favorite songs from those times and back in the days, not necessarily in the 50s, but it's definitely an older song, it's by the Temptations. Okay. And it is called, what is this called? Oh my gosh, of course I can't think of it now. But he talks about picking up the girl's handkerchief. He talks about opening the door. He even talks about lighting her cigarette when she smokes. And for me, I'm gonna be honest with you, don't laugh. But it is a requirement for a guy to at least listen to that song when we are dating, because I need you to know where I'm coming from. I need you to know the type of, listen to the song by the Temptations. I believe it is called, you can find it. It talks about lighting a cigarette and smoke. YouTube and Google University. But yes, going back to chivalry, that's what I like. I wish we had it. It's not celebrated like that anymore.
It seems like people, they're not really interested in love, I guess. Or, they just, it's a different time. People are just totally different.
What are some of the changes you wish men and women made while dating in 2020?
I feel, the changes, I would rather everyone to just be vulnerable.
Yes.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if they're not being vulnerable, they're not giving their all, they're not being honest with each other all the way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you're vulnerable, you let it all out, and you're just like, here. And you're not scared to give your emotion or say how you feel. Or, and I feel like now in 2020, people would rather be a savage or seem tough or seem like they don't care than to actually just be vulnerable. Just be like, look, hey.
Would you date online?
I have.
Have you? Oh my gosh, so I can't get past the profile picture. Like, I can't, because when it asks to put up a profile picture, it skews me out. And obviously that's what it's for. So I just feel like, you know what, I can't set this up. But tell me about it.
Lately, okay, I've dated online probably like All my life.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work? So, like Instagram, apps?
Alright, so me coming up, growing up, everything, MySpace.
Right.
Just jumped into like Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Just jumped into Instagram.
Okay.
From MySpace, I probably was like in the 6th grade.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's like, from there, that's when you start, communicating with people, you start networking or whatever the case may be, and then you probably see a crush. And then they slide in your DMs.
And it goes on from there. That is one thing I still have not mastered. I don't know when to slide in and out of a DM. Like, it's times, because to me, it's just like an email. Or it's just another way of communicating. So if I have something I want to say to you, and we're friends on Instagram or Facebook, I'm going to send a message. I didn't know that was DM sliding. And I have gotten myself in some trouble because people have, misinterpreted my actions.
That happens a lot. Like, I can, I don't want to say slide, somebody DM, but I can DM someone, and like on Instagram, I can DM someone, or let's say I hearted their picture or something.
Gotcha.
Then I DM them, like, oh, hey, what's up? First thing they think is like, oh, Fuzz trying to kick it to me.
Exactly.
And they get all gassed up, like, oh my God, I think you're so cute. And then I'm just like,
he's an artist.
I wasn't trying to come at you that kind of way, but thank you.
Do you think sex has like overstimulation or had overstimulated dating today? I know. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one because I feel like that is the highlight of dating today. Like when you ask, and we're both millennials.
See, I feel like today that can be the highlight.
Yeah.
But it's different when it's just naturally like amazing. When everything is just amazing, it's different. Like you really wouldn't care about that. It's just when it happens, and it happens.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of the effort into dating has been over sexualized.
Yes.
It's not necessarily going into courting, like figuring out what is this guy's mental about,
right.
having a conversation.
I feel like that happened to me before. I've done it before. I feel like people do that because we're just trying to get someone to like us.
Yeah.
We're trying to manipulate you.
Right.
I want you to like me, girl. I want you to like me. It's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think,
not realizing that dating is really a process.
It's very, yeah.
At least it should be. When it's done responsibly.
I agree.
Speaking of dating and love and all of this stuff.
This question probably come on. Ask this question.
Your album is called Morning.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about that. You have your new album just dropped and your single, which you're going to debut today.
Yes.
Yes. So we got to talk a little bit about that. Talk about this single.
Okay, the song is called IWI. It's from my EP, Morning. It's for I Want You.
Mm-hmm.
The song was basically about the way I felt about my last relationship.
Okay.
It was like I just had this urge, it was online dating.
Gotcha.
I just had this urge to go into the profile and just seeing all the pictures and just be like, damn. And then it's like, I want you. And it's like, it just, that emotion, all of that came out and I put it into a song.
I felt it.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And then I threw a little bit of shots in there because you know how, let's say you want to talk to a guy and his friends slide in your DM and they trying to throw it at you. Like I said in the song, I want you, but my bros can have them.
I heard that. You gotta let the audience, you have to let the audience see and hear what you're talking about. You want to introduce your video?
Yes. So here is IWI by me, Fuzz, from my latest EP, Morning.
No pressure, baby, no pressure. No pressure, babe, I know it's real. See, I want you, not the crew. My boats can have 'em. My boats can have 'em. I gotta have it, gotta own it. Man, I've been dreaming that I hit it. That pretty boom boom, that boom boom boom. Pow, pow. You know that I want it, yeah, I want you, you know. You know I'ma get it for sure. I'm not cool with chasing, I'ma take it down. My mama made me, my father raised me. You know that I want it, yeah, I want you, you know. You know I'ma get it for sure. I'm not cool with chasing, I'ma take it down. My father raised me, my mama made me. Looking, chilling. See, I got this feeling, my keeps jumping, I'm down with it. Only for you, so what to do? Let's go, come on. I gotta have it, all of it. Man, I've been dreaming that I hit it. That pretty boom boom boom, that boom boom pow. You know that I want it, yeah, I want you, you know. You know I'ma get it for sure. I'm not cool with chasing, I'ma take it down. My mama made me, my father raised me. You know that I want it, yeah, I want you, you know. You know I'ma get it for sure. I'm not cool with chasing, I'ma take it down. My father raised me, my mama made me. I don't do this, no, no. I don't do this, no, no. I don't do this, no. No, 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 I don't. I don't do this, no. 'Cause I don't do this, no, 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 no. I don't do this, no, 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 no. You know that I want it, yeah, I want you, you know. You know I'ma get it for sure. I'm not cool with chasing, I'ma take it down. My mama made me, my father raised me. You know that I want it, yeah, I want you, you know. You know I'ma get it for sure. I'm not cool with chasing, I'ma take it down. My father raised me, my mama made me.
Welcome back. Independent recording artist Fuzz is joining us today, and he just dropped his new album, two-part album, right?
Yes.
And just debuted his new video, I Want You. I love that video.
Thank you.
It's so adorable. I feel
Thank
it.
you.
I hear what you're saying. You got, how did that come about? Where did it come from?
It came from a personal experience of, really wanting somebody, and then I was in love. I fell in love. I've never been in love before.
You
until
said
I was,
the homies could have them.
yes.
So you were in love.
Yes.
Anytime you're like, look, I can have anyone that I want, but I'm choosing you.
I'm choosing you.
And your album is called Morning.
Yes.
So you have I Want You in your album Morning. So you got to take me through that process. How did
Okay,
you go
so
from there?
the reason why it's called Morning is because my relationship ended because my partner passed.
Okay.
In a car accident. And while I mourned, the only thing I could think about was our story from the day we met to our last argument to a week later. I never seen you again.
Yeah.
So all the songs are just my emotions and my process and me, just speaking of how I felt in specific moments.
Yeah.
It's not me speaking about just saying, oh, I miss you.
Yeah.
You're gone. It's like me actually talking about things that I wanted to talk about beforehand. Because before the passing, I was working on music.
Right.
You know.
One of the things I first of all, the passion is there. It's definitely in the music. But one of the things I actually love about dropping of your album, the idea of having a 2-part series in your album is something that's kind of been gotten away from, which is what I love. But also, you had a virtual idea about presenting your album before COVID.
Yes.
You gotta talk about that.
The second part was definitely going to come out in June.
Right.
But because of COVID,
June of this past year.
Yes.
Okay.
But because of everything that happened, it like kind of stopped me from doing certain things. Like I couldn't record. I couldn't do music videos. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, what can I do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So then after that, like, things just start opening up. People start hitting me up, telling me how much they like my music, they like my voice.
Because it's getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
Buzz.
And then, I just went with it. And everything that was supposed to happen is happening.
So what is that like now? I mean, you have this album that dropped, you have this video. It's about something so personal, someone so close, and it's blowing up. You're getting all this recognition about your independent project.
Yeah.
How does that feel? And then you're constantly met face to face with the heart of that project, which is so touching. How do you handle that?
It's surreal in a way, because I'm like, she like my voice, she like my music.
Yeah.
But then it's like at times, like let's say it's like 3:00 in the morning, and I just happen to listen to my music. I get put in a specific place.
Yeah.
And like I'm sad because it's just like that.
Oh my gosh. Where can we find the rest of your information, like on your website, your bio?
So the best place to find all my stuff will be on my Instagram. You can look it up at There Goes Fuzz. Twitter, same. Facebook, the same. And I have all the links there. Everything is there for you. Like, you wouldn't have to search and look around.
And that's what I love about you. That's what I love about you too. It's like you don't have that standard setup where it's like, oh, I'm an artist, you gotta hit my people, have my people call you. It's like, no, I'm blowing up off my Instagram, I'm blowing up off my YouTube. Hit me up there. I'm still here, I'm still Fuzz. For now, because I'm not gonna be able to find you in about a year or so, because you're doing such amazing work.
It's getting crazy, but I like it because this is something I always wanted to do since I was a kid, singing in my church.
Yeah.
You know, my first time ever singing, it's funny. My uncle, I was a baby, about 3. My uncle took me to the podium, and I'm like,
I remember that.
And it's like, ever since I was a kid, I saw him. My grandmother used to say to my mom, like, "We need to do something with him. He's too loud. He always singing," you know? And it's just, when I got older, I went to college, dropped out, and I said, this is what I want to do. I want to sing. I'm tired of this. Like,
it. I have to say, for you guys that are looking for his album, you go there. My personal favorite is Dodge Demons. You know I love it. I cannot wait for you to drop the video for that. I want you to, you know, I've told you.
I think you like it because it's like, you like that.
I love that song.
Like that.
I like that. I really do like that song. But yeah, if you guys want to find more about Fuzz, find him on YouTube. Can you sing me some Dodge Demons while we go?
Okay. So baby, what you saying? You don't care about him anyways. Or can you bring him back to me? Back and forth, my baby, bring it right back. So slick, but it's up to me.
Shaneenspeaks. Talk to you soon. Thank you.